welcome back to the channel. It's stormy outside and I hope you're all staying safe. I thought I'd take this opportunity to have a bit of a ramble, tell you my thoughts. You don't have to listen. But yeah, I'm gonna have a ramble, I think, you know, fill in the space, since we can't go outside. Discovered that van life people are really my kind of people. You go through life and you can't fit into any sort of boxes or anything, and find people that have things in common with you. And since we've discovered van life, it's made me realise that's where our people are. And you know, we've all got something. I always feel we've got something in common. You can't quite put your finger on it, but I think you all know what I mean there. Yeah, we've all definitely all got something in common. I think we've all got this desire to be free, and you know, out of the matrix. I call it the matrix, you know, the rat race as I call it. And yeah, so every time I see anybody else on Vanlife put up videos, they all seem to mirror what I'm thinking and saying, and it's just so nice to find a community that are all like-minded and all think the same, and it's just been great. I wish I'd found this sort of lifestyle earlier. It's always been within me, and I wish I'd started it earlier, you know. So yeah, it's been I feel really like good. There's a down-to-earthness about you know, us van lifers. We're non-judgmental, well, most of us. I mean, you do get the odd few out there that can't let go of that, but I think most of us, we're not afraid to say what we're thinking. None of us get offended. We're all easygoing and like I say, down to earth. And yeah, it's just fantastic to, you know, come across these people, because all my life I've been sort of like trying to hook out these people out of society, and they're really, really hard to find. So yeah, it's a really good community to get into. The thing I like about van life is the simplicity as well, letting go of the material. Yeah, you have a few of the little luxuries you need in your van, but less is definitely more, and that's what I like about it as well. Like, I'm striving to go full time, as most of you know. When I go home, your house is too big, you don't use all of it. Things get stored up in there, because you know, the bigger the space, the more you store of stuff you don't need, don't use. And yeah, when I'm in the van, literally I'm just sort of, housework takes 5 minutes, you know, in the van. And if you don't have anything, you can't lose anything. You've only got the things you need, and that's a really good feeling. It's freeing. I feel the less you have, you just feel you can just be yourself. You're not connected to anything, and that's another thing that's mirrored by a lot of other van lifers. They've all said the same thing there. And yeah, try it. You know, if you're, you know, just watching van life videos and you really got that urge to do it, go on, try it, because you'll be pleasantly surprised. You know, if you're not materialistic and you like freedom, you don't like the restraints of the government and everything else, give it a go, because you'll find they are your people, and you can be yourself, and there's no judgment. Yeah, ever since I've discovered this lifestyle, I find something really strange has happened now. If I've been out in a remote area, then I suddenly go into, I don't know, a crowded town, a crowded shop, immediately I can feel I feel totally different. I have this urge to get out of there really quickly. Could be a bit of anxiety. I maybe had a bit of that before, but is it? You know, I'm thinking more along the lines of, I know what I want now, and being submerged into this commercialism, shops, towns, feeling the energy of people. Maybe that's what it is, and it's been like that all along. We go through life thinking there's something wrong with us, when in fact there's you know, it's the opposite. It's just our body and our mind telling us what we really want, what's good for us, you know. So yeah, that's a new discovery, and I've heard of you know, a few other people say the same thing, so it makes you feel a bit more normal rather than worried about it. So yeah, that brings me to really it's self-discovery. You start to discover a lot about yourself. Things that are perceived as not normal are in fact normal, and you know, it's really enlightening. You really do discover a lot about your personality. So, you know, when you go through life thinking, oh, that's not normal, I'm not normal, in fact you are. You're just fighting against it because, you know, people are striving to be like everybody else, or watching everybody else, or thinking you should all be the same. That's where we're going wrong, and that's where anxiety comes from. That's where self-consciousness comes from, is everybody trying to be like everybody else, and it doesn't work. Just be yourself. Don't worry what other people are thinking, you know. I mean, I used to go through life, people used to say things to me like, I grew up with people saying things like, oh, you're too quiet, you should come out of your shell. And now, on hindsight, no, that's who I was. You know, and people are always striving to change you. And, you know, I used to have people around me, you know, if I was really, really quiet, I often would be quiet in a very crowded area because obviously I didn't like the energy. You know, I'd have people saying, oh, come on, you know, do this, do that. And no, you don't have to. Don't force yourself to, and don't think you're abnormal, because you're not. You're just who you are. You know, and ever since I've sort of strived just to be myself, I've been more than happy. You know, you don't have to be other people. You don't have to satisfy other people's needs. You just be yourself, and the right people will come to you, you know. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I hope some of it's been beneficial to you, because I've heard other people, you know, speak about similar things, and it's been beneficial to me. So yeah, I hope you got something from this, and yeah, you take care. Love you all. See you soon.